Hello YouTube, Dragon Breath Films here, and today we're going to be making a pretty cool text effect. It's a glowing type text effect that we're going to be making in Gimp, and it's relatively simple, although it is more complicated than the previous tutorials I've been doing. So without further ado, let's get started. So first you're going to make a new layer, 1080 by 720. You can click OK, and once you've done that, you're just going to change your background to black. And now you're going to make some text. So you're going to write, I'm going to write Gimp. You guys can write whatever you need to for your whatever project you're using this text for. And you're going to change the color to white. And after you've done that, you're going to scale this up to 300. At least that's what works for me. Depends on how much text you have and what kind of font you're using. And I am using the Oriana font right here. Now this is one I downloaded from the fonts.com website that I showed you guys last tutorial, so check that out. It's a pretty cool tutorial. It's how you get custom fonts in Gimp. And what we are going to do is now we are going to go to image and we are going to do guides by percent, and we are going to make a vertical guide. And we are going to make another guide, and this time we are going to do a guide horizontally. And make sure that you have 50%. You don't want to have like 75 or 25%, or this tutorial won't work. Or it will work, you'll just make it a lot more complicated for yourself. Now we're going to come to Gimp, the Gimp text layer. And we're going to go to Layer, we're going to go to Auto Crop Layer. And now we are going to position it. I had to think about what we were going to do for that for a second. Keep on forgetting. Now we're going to select the rectangle tool. And we're going to click Expand from Center. And we are going to click on the guide. And we're going to click on the guide. Doesn't always like to work. Yeah. And we're just going to, it's going to work. Here we go. Still not working. Let me try this again. We're going to click on the guide, and we're going to drag, and expand it, and we don't want it to cover a G, but we do want it to be on our P. Like, we want it to pass our P, but not the G. And after we've got that done, we are going to go to we're going to go to Edit, and we're just going to clear that. So now we've got rid of part of our text. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do New Layer. We're going to name this Inner. And we're going to make sure transparency is selected, and we're going to click OK. Now we're going to go to Gimp, out to Selection, and we are going to go back up to Inner, and we are going to paint it a light blue. This one right here will do. It's weird. Let's see. There we go. Okay, and we are going to fill it in. Now, other colors work as well. Just keep in mind it needs to be a light color. You could do orange or red or green or purple or, I don't know, any other color that you want. Just keep in mind that you do a lighter color than the outer glow, because the outer glow's got to be a darker color. So we're going to make this light, and now we're going to go to Select, and we're going to go to Shrink, and we're going to shrink it by 2. And after we've shrunk it by 2, we're going to go to Select once again, and we are going to go to Feather. And we're going to feather it by 10. It should be the default that just has selected. Then we're going to go to Edit, and we're going to push Clear. And you can now see that we have our inner glow. So we're going to go to Select, None. Now, we are going to create a new layer. We're going to name it Outer. And we're going to click OK. Once we have done that, we are going to drag it down so it's below our original Gimp text layer, and it's above our background. And once we've done that, we are going to click on our original text layer, and we're going to click Alpha to Selection. Then we're going to move down to Outer, and we're going to go to Select and grow it by 10. After we've grown it by 10, we are going to see, what do we do next? We are going to take our darker blue, this one will do, and we are going to fill it in. Now, after we've done that, we are going to go to Filters, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and we are gonna blur it by, I believe it was 50. Yes, it was the 50. So we're gonna blur it by 50, and we are okay. We're not gonna blur it by 50 yet. First, we're gonna push select none, but we gotta undo that. All right. So we're gonna push select none, and we're gonna go to. I'm just gonna repeat the Gaussian blur, but you blur it. And there we go. We have a glowing text. So that's the end of this effect. You can apply whatever backgrounds you want. As you've seen from previous tutorials how I do my gradients. So I do not think it necessary to teach you guys that once again. Thank you for watching. Please remember to subscribe and like this video. If you want to see my previous video about the text, please click here. If you would like to see my my channel or subscribe to my channel, to both of those actually, click here. I always say if you'd like to see my channel. I shouldn't be saying that. Subscribe. And let's see. Yeah, that's it. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next time when we do something with apples.